He's gonna ask Jess for his. Oh.
What's he gonna ask me for?
Your Captain Britain omnibus.
I think he knows not to.
But we're live. So.
We're live.
Oh my goodness! Taylor got caught with red-handed. Now you see.
Terrible.
You see how it goes? Yes, that's so fun, is it, Taylor? That's so fun.
Yeah, Jess is a terrible person.
Let me put my medicine in.
This is action figure.
It looks like Jess is chewing tobacco right now.
Yeah, these are the pain strips that I.
It's like back in my my baseball days, I used to get the big league chew and act like I was chewing tobacco. Like
oh yeah,
because it was cool.
We all agree the best flavor of big league chew is grape.
It's been too long since I've had it. I'm 30 years older than you.
What a great start to the show.
Action Figure Saturday, featuring Minister of Comics, Omnidog himself, and T-Bone.
That's right. It's a surprise Action Figure Saturday where we took what was going to be just a regular chat amongst friends and turned it all the attention to Tyler. Because he's got toys in the attic he didn't know about.
That's accurate.
And what are you opening there? Mexican Coke.
Got to be done. Mexican Coke and gummy bears.
Oh, God.
And I have a Dr. Pepper in the freezer that's not ready yet, so I'll duck out in 15 minutes and come back on.
Perfect.
And I have to be in my wife's office because Sam is napping. And at 2 o'clock, this is his most precarious nap. Because we're at the point now where that second nap's probably going to go away, but we don't want it to. So it's really easy for him to not. And my office is right next to his bedroom. At nighttime, he sleeps like a dead man. So it doesn't matter if I do a show at nighttime. So I had to bring my wife's computer over to this room and set it up in here. So sorry for the boring background, everybody.
It's okay. We still love you. That's all that matters. And I got a new background because that's kind of what spurred all this on. Is my wife, out of the blue, agreed. After these two guys pressured me into rearranging my office, my wife agreed to help rearrange it.
I think we deserve more credit than your wife does, but go ahead.
And so I was moved around the whole office. The entire thing is different. Taylor wants me to do a red ribbon reveal. Maybe we'll do that in a separate video one day.
I sent you an Amazon clip. I sent you an Amazon link for a big thing of scissors you can buy.
I mean, it has to. I feel like it has to happen at this point, but this is a small preview of like this section. So I got this new shelf over here and shelves over here. But because of all that, we were going through the attic and kind of cleaning out, and I discovered 3 giant sealed boxes of what I believe is action figures. We might be surprised, disappointed, slightly embarrassed, depending on what's in there. If we
be Al Capone's vault.
Like it is. There's nothing. It's empty. But we're going to go through and open it up. So I said, "Hey guys, do you want to see what's in there?" And Jess was like, "Yeah, let's exploit you for 35 cents." And so he made a video out of it. So he's doing it.
It was not even my idea. It was your idea. And
Jess texted me and told me that you wanted to do this. So who's actually telling the truth?
It's Jess. Jess is
okay. That's what I assumed. I assumed Tyler's lying most of the time. Or stretching the truth. I'll put it that way.
You also have Legends figures you want to go through to decide whether to keep them or sell them?
That's exactly right. I've got 2 giant boxes of Legends figures. I sold about 1/3 of them. And I need to slim down my collection to fit in the new space that I have for all the figures. I want to pull them all up because I've had them in storage, even in these boxes, not counting the ones in the attic, whatever's in there, for 3 years now. And I'm ready to take them back out, let them live life again. You know, if you've ever seen Toy Story 1 through 4, obviously this is the meanest thing that you could possibly do because they're all alive and awake in there, just waiting to come out.
Oh, yeah.
Did you even poke air holes in the box?
So Toy Story 5 might be this might be the beginning of Toy Story 5, where all these action figures come to life and beat me up. We're not really sure.
You're Sid when he grew up.
I'm the adult version of Sid. This is fine, guys. This is totally fine. So, yeah, we're just going to go through those figures and see if we can't decide what's a keep and what's a sell. And there, I'm sure, will be times when we all three can't decide, and we're going to leave it up to the chat. What's the chat going to say? Is the chat going to help us decide keep or sell?
Okay. I'll lead off with, should I open it or leave it sealed? Because I found out what I bought for like $10 on sale is now worth like $50 on eBay. This is Big Marta, New Gods. I just have her standing in front of the Jack Kirby loot. There's Taylor. Taylor, are you trying to steal my thunder with your...
I started doing this before you and showed your figure. Then you started going.
Oh.
So here's my thought. Here's my thoughts on open or leave sealed. If you're going to sell it, leave it sealed. If you think you might sell it, leave it sealed. Or if you're going to actually put it sealed on the wall. Because there's a few figures that I have that look so good in the sealed packaging. Like I got a Pizza Spidey that's in the package. I just like the way it looks. I leave those sealed. I'm leaving Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy as of now sealed because I love those figures. I'm going to put them on the wall. But if you're not going to do that and you're not going to sell it, you got to rip it open, dude. Figures were meant to live. They were meant to be out of their package. That's my opinion.
That's kind of scary thinking about Toy Story. Imagine the toys coming to life inside the packaging.
Yeah, it's suffocating in there. You're just torturing.
Let me out.
Please let me out, mister. I just want to make you happy.
So if she hits $75 on eBay in a year, then I want to sell her because she doesn't mean that much to me.
Keep it sealed.
Okay. Thank you. And now let's look at Taylor.
I was at Target right before this show started.
Yeah, you are.
I found this on the bottom shelf. A nice White Knight McFarlane DC Multiverse.
Wait, let me highlight your screen so we can see it better.
And I believe that Jess has the Azrael bat. No, you have the Azrael regular suit from White Knight, right? Not the Batman version.
I have the red version.
It comes with a little grappling bat hook on it. You hang on his belt, which is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool, but it's 7 inches. 7 inches is the worst scale, guys. It's just
Tyler, when are you ever going to buy these figures?
Never, dude.
I have a solid prediction for 2021. Are you ready?
Let's hear it.
Tyler's going to buy almost all of the McFarlane figures.
And the stock market's going to double, and the virus is going to magically disappear, and all kinds of things.
I bet by the next Action Figure Friday, Tyler's going to have almost all the figures.
No.
All the McFarlane figures?
All the McFarlane 7-inch figures.
I'm not going to say never because you can never say never, but I'm going to say it's extremely unlikely.
I'm guaranteeing it, Jess. You're my witness that I said that today.
Okay, I am a witness.
So what do I get from Tyler if I'm right?
Hopefully a new camera because you keep freezing up. And
you are freezing up. That's true. He's actually telling the truth.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
You're freezing up and you're really fuzzy. Like
we can hear you.
Isn't it the same computer you usually?
Yeah, but I had to move it across the hall and everything, and I don't know.
But your picture's usually quite normal. You're like a little.
I don't know. My picture looks fine for me, so I don't know what to say.
Don't move. Just stay really still.
Okay.
And don't talk.
Then nobody will know if you're frozen or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. Well,
I think he's rebooting himself.
Okay. I'm gonna get the box. I gotta put my work hat on. Let's get to business. Let's get down to business.
Oh, and Mr. Awesome is right. The Mcfarland Batgirl is sick. I have that one. And would you like to see it? Okay.
While you're doing that,
well, we've got 2 blank screens.
It's cool. People can enjoy the luscious view.
Here is Batgirl. And what I like about these, what's going on here? What I like about these McFarlane figures is they are super posable. You've got articulated toe foot action, and she's got, first of all, she looks good. This looks like the Batgirl in White Knight, so I'm assuming it is. She's got a grappling hook gun, but she's got lots of points of articulation. Oh, and I just noticed she's got bat ears. I'd never noticed those before.
So is she from the White Knight series? Is that what you said?
It looks
suit.
This looks like Batgirl does in White Knight. So I'm just saying, I don't know if it's officially a White Knight one.
I really enjoyed that story, but I don't remember Batgirl in it very much.
Yeah, she was with Nightwing trying to calm Bruce down.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. It's so much better.
I forgot to set it onto my Ethernet instead of the Wi-Fi.
That'll do it.
Oh yeah, you look much better.
You look so beautiful.
Thank you.
So nice.
Yeah, the face on this is really awesome, and it looks like the White Knight version. I'm not saying it is, but it just looks like her.
And Jess, you definitely need to complete the set and get this.
Yeah. Now that we can get a better picture, let's see it up close. This is Batman White Knight.
Yeah.
Great.
And his bat rope just fell on the floor. So I have to find. Oh, there it is. Oh, I ran it over with my
It
chair.
looks really good, but it's just so big.
What
You put this rope on his belt.
What is the Batman with 2 axes?
That's from Dark Knight's Metal. Even though it was never actually really in the comic, it was the cover to the first issue.
They were basically like, hey, can we get Batman some axes? Yeah, let's do it.
Because they were thinking, what looks more metal than Batman wielding some axes?
Okay, here we go, friends, family. We're opening. Let me just show. The box is indeed sealed. If I can get it up without breaking my back. Sealed.
Okay, there's the sealed box.
This is, depending on what's in here, this is at least a 5-year-old time capsule, because we've been in this house for 3 years, and it's likely that this stuff was even older than that. So I'm going to say we've been in this house 4 years. So I'm going to say this is almost half a decade old, whatever's in here. Let's see what life was like back in 2016. What were action figures back then?
We know what life was like for Jess back in 2016.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
true. The high life. Rick
know.
Wilson says, I believe that is the Rebirth Batgirl designed by Sean Gordon Murphy, which makes sense since this looks like his Batgirl in White Knight. So either way, it's cool. And what I also like about those McFarlane figures, is they all come with a stand, so it makes them really easy to stand up.
I don't put the stands in all of my figures, though. At least I don't, personally.
I mean, when you use a stand, doesn't that just make it a statue? Like, why not just buy a statue?
It makes them easier to pose. The pose.
Yeah, I'm going to have to keep the stand on this one to keep the pose that I want. Kind of put an action pose.
Yeah.
I don't always, it really depends on the pose that I have. I don't have to have the stand on, but it really depends on what you want it to look like and how you want it to stand.
Yeah, I couldn't get her to stand like this without the stand.
Jess, you're not going to believe what's in this box.
Okay, let's see.
I genuinely do not remember buying this, but I am so elated right now over it.
Oh, Spider-Gwen.
Revoltech Spider-Gwen, brand new.
You don't even remember buying that. That's
look how good it looks.
I feel like Tyler is really like Jess like 30 years ago.
This is Jess and I often talk about how similar we are. It's really quite scary.
I feel like you're gonna be Jess in 30 years.
Yeah.
Look at that figure. Look at that articulation.
And where's it from?
It's a Revoltech.
I've never bought a Revoltech.
They're import figures, so they got like all these accessories. This looks great, dude.
What are you gonna do with it?
Open it up.
Okay.
Oh, here's one for Taylor Brown.
Daredevil.
Ha! I knew I had it.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Taylor. Taylor. Look at this figure, Taylor.
Hey, Jess, if Tyler was a real friend, wouldn't he send that to me?
I remember distinctly about 8 months ago, Taylor being like, I don't need figures. I don't like figures. I don't want figures are the worst. They don't make any sense to me. They're just not books. I can't ever get into figures. What about now?
I mean, that wasn't sitting in a box. It'd be better on my shelf.
Ooh, designer series, Mega Man X.
And the crowd goes to sleep.
Wow, how dare you?
I used to play Mega Man, but it wasn't a game I really enjoyed that much, so I'm also going to fall asleep.
Oh, snap!
Trying to get it without any glare.
Why did you have this in your attic?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, gosh.
Why'd you have those in your attic?
I don't know. This is insane. This is so good. This is awesome. These DC collectibles are awesome.
Now those were the best things that DC ever produced from their direct line was the animated series figures.
Actually, here's another DC animated Batman. That's the same Batman that I had on my shelf.
Oh, nice. That's from not the reboot, but they did the redesign in the fourth season.
Yeah, Batman and Adventures of Batman and Robin.
Yeah, I didn't like the new design as much as the old design.
What?
Those
I love it.
The Joker looked really weird with his black eyes.
That's true.
I think it was good. It just I still love that initial design for better.
Oh, wow. This is a dope figure. Deadpool. Marvel Legends Deadpool.
Okay, I have that one. It's really cool. He comes with all kinds of,
I knew I freaking had this figure. I rebought this figure. I purchased it twice.
It's definitely you're definitely Jess in the past.
He's definitely me.
I know I had this. I bought this twice. It's Johnny Storm.
So Jess, you used to have this much energy in your 30s?
Dude.
I don't think I had this much energy when I was 5.
Okay.
I have 2 of these. Why?
Wait, Tyler, why were these in your attic? Like, what was the purpose?
Well, when I moved, I just stuck them in there, and I didn't have a good spot for action figures. But now with all this space, I'm going to pull out my action figures. I didn't even know these were in here. Like, when we moved, I must have just put them in there and totally forgot about them.
So you have 2 Deadpools. I think he's eating a taco and has a boxing glove bazooka.
Taylor, we were just talking about this on the phone the other night.
Oh, yeah.
Taylor and I had a nice late night FaceTime. It was like 2 a.m. No lie. And look at this.
Oh, that's the Man Thing.
It's the Man Thing Build-A-Figure, but it's the Netflix Daredevil. Do you want this, Taylor? Do you need this?
I mean, I wouldn't say no. I also, if you could send me that and your Mask of the Phantasm set.
You need a Daredevil figure.
I do need a Daredevil figure.
Like this. Oh wait, you know what? While you're here, let me grab this. It's literally right here. Taylor, I was telling you I was going to show you this. So this is a custom action figure one of my friends got me for Christmas one year. It's a black suit.
That is pretty cool.
Daredevil with like wooden sticks.
How much did it cost you to get that made?
I think he paid $60 for it.
Okay.
But just a really cool. This one never leaves my shelf. Like it will always be on display. I just love it.
And Doc Collector says he thinks that Tyler was just hiding them from his wife.
I mean, that's actually a pretty intuitive guess. There's no possibility that was like step 1. And then step 2 was forget you had them. Step 3 was remember them, and it's like Christmas all over again. Because I don't remember buying any of these.
Is that Phantasm set out of like? Is that done? Is that pretty much impossible to find?
Out of production?
Yeah,
No
those DC collectibles go out of stock pretty quick.
So then here's this box, Jess. This is the other Rebel Tech Spider-Man, but I actually opened this one and have it on display. It's a cool figure. The Spider-Gwen looks better. This figure's not as good as the one that you and I got, though, the Mafex.
Well, I will admit doing one of my first videos was the Mafex Spider-Gwen. And
really?
I did a video. Yeah, I did that video. It was probably one of my first 10 videos. And the flood happened. And I have no idea. I never took her out of the box, and it got packed away somewhere during the flood, and I have no idea where she is now.
That's so sad.
There was Stumptown.
Those Mafex figures are really cool.
So here's another figure set that I didn't know I got. This is Team Rocket from Pokemon.
Oh,
a Team Rocket figure art set. Okay, you're not into that. What about this? A Figma Link.
Ooh.
From Link's. This is from Twilight Princess Link. But look how cool that looks.
What's the figure look like? I mean,
he comes with all these accessories and a display stand.
You never played Link?
I'm not a big Zelda fan.
What?
I didn't even like playing him as Link in the Super Smash Brothers.
Wow. They were also, in other news, hates Christmas, French fries.
Tyler, hang on a sec. Try and dial it down for 1 second because there's a legit good question here. Did you guys ever get the China one that you thought wasn't legit about a year ago? It was coming from China and was taking forever. First of all, that's an awesome memory you have.
I'm so glad you remember that, dude.
That is so funny. We paid $10.
We actually my conjecture is that it was legit. It would have come, but around, I think maybe a month after we ordered, I don't know if you remember this, Jess, this big news story that broke about China seizing all these action figures that were bootlegs. They raided all these bootleg printing companies in China, all these distribution companies, and they seized them all, like millions of action figures. So I'd like to think that we were that the people made the bootleg and it was going to come to us, but it got seized by the Chinese government and we got our money back. Yeah,
we also got refunded.
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought was good. We did have to ask for it, but we got refunded. And I will take credit for that because you're so rich, you were ready to flush that $10 down the toilet.
That's not true. I was ready to not fight it though, but you taught me into fighting it, so I was glad.
Yeah, it didn't take much. It was just like, hey, can we have our money back?
Super Nintendo classic. While Taylor's now disappeared. Not an action figure, but it was in the box.
Okay.
There you go. Let's. There's a lot of figures in here. So along the Zelda line, Princess Zelda to go with Link, apparently.
Nice. I love those games.
I mean, these are just good-looking figures, dude. These are just really cool.
And who put those out?
Figma. Let's see. So then I have this is interesting, I guess. It's an effect kit for a water effect. So you can see.
Oh, yeah.
You could put it. I'm not really sure what character I would put it on.
Aquaman or Mira?
Oh, that would be cool. Like a cool Do they make a cool Aquaman figure? Is that a thing? Should be.
I have a Kota Bayuka Aquaman, but he's not posable.
I have two of them, but the clear one actually just looks like a character is flying and landing.
That'd be good for Superman.
Way cooler. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So
air is getting pushed aside as the character's landing. So
Hugo Cardosa has the most accurate statement of the day. So T-Bone is an action figure hoarder.
Yeah, apparently so. Look at this. Well, that's why we're here. Because we're going to go through these Marvel figures and ditch them.
What figure? What action is that? Explosion?
Yeah, like an explosion or a power up behind the character.
That's after someone ate Taco Bell.
I mean, this is nuts. So then I'll just go through. Oh yeah, this goes to the other Pokemon figures. Ash. Wow. Ash and Pikachu.
Okay.
These are valuable. I could get rid of some of these.
Jess, your daughter was never into Pokemon at all?
In third grade, she was into it a little bit, enough so that we went to see the movie, which was awful.
What? The Pokemon Trail of Tears? You didn't like that?
Trail of Tears? No, it was the very first Pokemon movie.
Yeah.
I think it was called.
Tyler, do you know what I'm talking about? Where they
healed
to the Pokemon's Ash is healed to the Pokemon's tears.
Dude,
I remember nothing about it except that we walked out of the theater and I saw another mom who was walking into it, and she said, she opened her mouth and I said, "It's awful." And
I remember walking out of the. You guys ever remember the Noah movie that came out 6 years ago with Russell Crowe? And it was horrible. And so I was walking out of the theater, and some guy's like, "Oh, what'd you think of Noah?" And I was like, "Oh, it was like Transformers meets the Bible." And he goes, "Cool," and rushes into the theater. And I was like, I didn't mean that as a good thing, but okay.
Taylor, this is gonna make you happy. I think this is because it's the winter of Star Wars. This was Destiny.
Oh, is that the is that the VHS?
This is the DVD. The VHS trilogy do have.
Gold. I remember the gold slipcase from this VHS.
That's what I started with as a kid. Oh, just dropped it. Winter of Star Wars continues. Am I right?
That's right.
And we're supposed to have a Star Wars episode this upcoming Friday that we're reminding Tyler of hourly. Yeah.
Yeah, this coming Friday.
If you say so, I believe you.
At 6 p.m. your time, 7 p.m. our time.
Friday night? Okay.
You agreed to this a long time ago. You got to get a personal calendar. This is why it's so hard to be your friend.
Tyler, you're like the main character.
Out of all the reasons, this is it. That's not that bad, honestly.
Tyler, you're like the main character from Memento. You're like the 5-minute amnesia.
That actually is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Probably because you relate to the main character so much.
I forgot the plot right after I watched it.
Your wife probably came out of that movie in tears, like,
She was like, "This is my
"This is
life."
my life.
I don't know why I bought these. I don't want these or care about these.
What are those?
They're
I don't
mini
care about them
makes,
either.
so they're kind of like Legos, but like minifigures that are a little bit bigger, and they have like little effects like this. You can see like the. I think this is when I was working in my office downtown, and I had these like in my desk drawer and would pull them out during the day and think like, I'd rather be somewhere else.
I'm thinking this might be Omnidog's Vault, The Intervention.
Yeah.
Dude, if you only knew how much, I mean, yeah, that's why you guys are here. This is it.
Jess buys a ton of stuff, but he at least like has reasons for why he bought them. Tyler doesn't have reasons for why he bought these
I'm
things.
sure at the time there was a reason. I'm sure there was a very sound reason at the time. It was very well thought through. Oh, here we go. Here's the box for this figure. If I ever want to sell it, the only sideshow piece I have.
Oh.
Sideshow Deadpool that Jess convinced me to keep, actually. I told him I was going to sell it, and he's like, you need to keep that. And I was like, I do need to keep that. And I actually have it, this right here, I have on display on my desk now. It had been in storage forever, but Jess was like, this is a great figure.
That is a great figure.
I was like,
Hot toy?
okay. Yeah, it's a sideshow hot toy.
Okay.
I was like, okay, I guess I will keep it. Jess convinced me.
Yeah.
And Jess, you have no new Hot Toys coming until 2022, right?
Wow.
I think I have one coming in this year, but I have at least two coming in 2022. Yeah.
That's gonna be a lonely year in 2021.
Yeah. But I still actually haven't pulled out of the box either of those other Spider-Man Hot Toys.
Can you imagine if you convince Tyler to buy some Hot Toys? Can you imagine the binge he would go on?
I won't. I can't. Winter of Star Wars. I don't care at all about these figures. These got to go. This Archie is cute though.
I don't like those like really small ones they make. I'm just not. I know they're the original like Star Wars figures. No, that's cool. But I like the Black Series. It's really cool.
This is the same size as the Black Series. This is the same. They did like a vintage. They did all of the original. It's just in the vintage packaging.
Oh, okay. Never. I take it back. I take it back then because they used to be smaller than that.
They did all the original figures. They re-released them in 6-inch scale at one point, and I clearly bought them all. I've sold, I guess, all of them though, except for these. I sold all the ones I had out, actually, to Adonis.
I do want Jess to buy the sideshow Mando and Child.
I do too.
I want to live vicariously through him.
I want to get that too.
I think you need it, Jess.
Here's Luke. No one cares about A New Hope Luke, which is the worst of the original series. Am I right, Taylor?
Okay, goodbye.
That's my favorite Star Wars movie of all time, you jerk. Jess kicked himself off.
Straight trigger Jess into leaving. Is A New Hope your favorite? Why did you kick Taylor off?
I didn't do anything. There we go. I think whenever you think of Star Wars, I think the moments that stick out to me the most are from A New Hope.
See,
like the trench run, Han Solo running into that huge group of stormtroopers and shooting one of them and running away. There's just so many awesome moments from that movie.
Not enough Ewoks.
And I think it's the perfectly paced movie of all the Star Wars movies. There's not a dull moment in those movies.
No.
In that first movie.
No. The collector said, did they release the Batgirl hot toy? I have that on order for 2022. Heavy Mando is coming, and they didn't make many. Better order. Is that directed at me?
Mm-hmm.
Heavy Mando?
What does Heavy Mando mean?
Yeah, what's Heavy Mando? Luke is hot right now, the collector said. Tyler, I sold him. Luke is hot right now.
I need to get rid of him then. How much is that worth, the collector? Do you have any idea?
Han Solo's so hot right now.
Man, I have a lot of these effects right here. There's a fire effect. They can go with my Johnny Storm that I found. Perfect. This actually is a cool effect set, though. Like, if you look on the back, like, that's pretty cool.
Jess, you sent this link to Jetty too, right?
Who's Jetty?
Tyler's amnesia is so bad, he doesn't remember his wife's own name.
I do have Jenny's Facebook Messenger address.
Shut your mouth. There's no reason to go there.
What if Jetty opened the door and just walked in and saw all these toys?
I would be like, "Is not what you think." Like, that's all I would know. Dragon Ball figure from the game, which I can't imagine either of you can appreciate. You Neanderthals.
I like Dragon Ball Z.
Wow. I forgot I got these. The story of my life, apparently. This is Ryu and Chun-Li from Street Fighter. Apparently the Figure Arts figures. Well, dang it. There's others in this line. Now I have to go back and get them. I got to get the Akuma and the Ken.
I think, Jess, this might have to be the intervention. I think you're right.
This is I'm sorry, you don't like Street Fighter?
It's okay.
You like Zelda and you don't like Street Fighter. Do you like
I like playing Street Fighter in the arcade. I haven't really played it on anything else.
Wow, the collector. You sold that for $50? Yes, what are you typing? Jess, what are you typing?
Nothing. I'm typing down the heavy Mando.
Okay, all right. This was I don't feel good about this, but okay.
Looking for Jenny on Facebook? Let's check.
Don't like the look on your face, that's for sure. Whatever that look on your face is, it needs to go. I don't like it.
Yeah, Jess does have quite the wry look on his face.
More Dragon Ball figures. Look, man, we've all got, I think, a nuclear option that nobody wants to pull. Okay, nobody wants to pull the nuclear trigger on anybody in this room right now.
I think I'm pretty safe. You guys aren't.
You think so? You just wait, my friend.
I know. I'm so much safer than you guys.
That's true. That's actually
I always tell Jess he doesn't want to make me mad because I know where all the hiding spots are.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, one more figure and a bunch more mini-mates. Why mini-mates?
You know,
how many? Wait, have we only gotten through one box?
This is one box.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna be here forever.
We're gonna be here for an eternity. We haven't even made the Marvel Legends. That might just be part 2. Like
let's sprinkle in the Marvel Legends right now.
Okay. Oh, old Ben. He's a crazy old wizard.
Those are great figures and cards. Why don't you keep them?
Those would be good ones like that put on the wall or something.
Yeah,
they're really cool in the
I
box.
would be tempted to keep these.
They look really cool in the box, Tyler. You should have like a shelf that you like lay them against the wall on.
The thing is, some of them look cool and some of them don't. But
I actually do want to get some Star Wars figures. I was telling Tyler the other day, but the only thing about Star Wars is that the coolest figures are the evil characters.
Yeah,
like Boba Fett or Darth Vader. But like Han Solo and Luke, as much as I like them, they aren't really cool figures. You know what I mean? I really want to get a Mando helmet and put it on my.
Dude, Boba Fett, right? You want Boba as well?
I want a Boba Fett helmet.
yeah. Riley has one, or maybe he sold it.
Yeah, so I've got 2 more big boxes like that. But we'll go through some of the Marvel Legends. We'll do some buy, sell, keep or sell situations here.
The collector in Facebook Messenger, can you send me info on Heavy Mando so I can see what you're talking about? It says Heavy Mandalorian is played by Jon Favreau, and he was just in 1 episode. So
that was the episode when all the Mandalorians come out and protect him early on.
That was in episode 3 of the first season.
That's what I was thinking too, episode 3.
Oh, he was a heavy Mandalorian. I want to get the Mandalorian that has
the child
and stuff.
Okay, so this box is going to be the hardest. We're going to start with the hardest first. And it might be a keep for every one of these. Because this is my large figure and Build-A-Figure box.
Oh.
And you know I love Build-A-Figures and large figures. Maybe we should start with the other box first. I don't know if I'm brave enough to do this.
I'll help you with Build-A-Figures.
What's that?
I'll help you with Build-A-Figures.
Okay. Like this, there's no way I could sell this. Giant, man.
Ooh.
Was that a Build-A-Figure?
This is a Toy Biz Build-A-Figure.
That's the biggest Build-A-Figure I've ever seen.
That's a Marvel Build-A-Figure?
Marvel Build-A-Figure.
Oh, yeah, no, you have to hold on to that.
Look, individual finger articulation.
Oh, that's when they used to do it right.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
it would be cool, Tyler, if you can get like an Adam. I mean, not Adam.
I had all this display.
Yeah, get like an Ant-Man figure next to it, smaller, like it's getting bigger.
I had that displayed before. It was really cool.
That's a must keep.
Okay, this isn't going in the keep pile.
I don't think we're gonna help you get rid of many figures.
I mean, these Build-A-Figures are sick. Look at this. This is why I can't get the Star Wars. I mean, not the Star Wars. The,
Clayface.
This is why I can't get whatever the new line is that you're talking about. Because look at this figure. This is a great figure.
I used to have the coolest Clayface toy from the animated series as a kid, where you could actually put water in it and blow water out of his hand.
Oh wow, awesome. Well, this is so big, it could actually go with the McFarland figures. I don't know. This is pretty big.
Okay, thanks, Ryan. I appreciate it. I just got word that he sent me that link. Thank you. Clayface, he has to stay.
Clayface is stay. Taylor, I know you think he has to stay.
Yeah, I think so for sure.
You're a DC.
Well, especially since you like the Tinian run so much. Clayface is great in that series.
Yeah, he was. I've only read the first Omniworth.
That's all there is.
Of his run? He stopped.
Yeah, there's one Omni.
There's one Omni. You meant the deluxe?
No, I didn't know. Was the Omni his complete run?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was only 4 deluxes and 1 Omni.
Maybe I didn't finish it. I don't remember how that ends. So this is another DC Build-A-Figure from the DC Universe line.
Oh.
King Shark.
You got to keep that one too.
Now because of Harley Quinn, he's so great.
That's the only reason that I would agree with that. Because I used to never care about this, but from the show, Harley Quinn is great.
Tyler, what was that show that was on when we were kids with the sharks who rode skateboards?
Street Sharks?
That was a great show.
Street Sharks was awesome.
Did you ever have those action figures as a kid?
I wish.
They were awesome. They were so cool.
Figures like X-Men.
Look at this. Our first super chat.
Right.
Ooh. $5 split 3 ways.
Jess has never split the money with me from Super Chats before.
Really? He gives me all the money from Super Chats.
Oh, wow.
Super chat ever, you dummy.
We've gotten Super Chats in our show before, randomly.
Yanni, thank you.
Yeah, we've gotten a couple over the past year and a half.
Yanni, you're the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Johnny Air Windows.
Jess tells me all the time that his favorite show by far is Action Figure Friday. He says, I hate all my other shows. The only show I ever enjoyed is Action Figure Friday. I don't like any of the other guests we do. I mean, it wasn't those exact words, but it was the way he said it that really stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think his exact words were, hey, I really had fun on Action Figure Friday. But I
don't think we want to get into who makes Jess's life easier or more difficult out of all of us.
That's true.
I don't think we want to get into that conversation.
This is like the matter and antimatter of making my life hard or easy.
That's true.
I make Jess's life as easy as it could possibly be.
Yeah, and Tyler makes it as difficult as possible.
All Jess has to do is wake up, eat, and look at the schedule I gave him, and he's good to go.
That is totally correct.
Okay, here's something that I feel like I know what you guys are going to say.
Ryan says, I say set them all on fire because you don't deserve them.
Ryan, you're a monster.
Ryan says, can you let us know how many times you've killed Tyler in the past year? I feel like
it's too many to count.
I heard you betray him and stab him in the back, but that's just Tyler's version.
So this is like a shield heavy operator that was a Build-A-Figure, okay?
But I'm not really into that one.
I am not either.
Two?
Oh, you have 2. That's totally different.
Are you
like ninja?
What?
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Are you into 4? I'm just kidding. 3 is where
I would believe you having a million of those. I would believe any number.
Why? I don't even recognize those.
No, this
okay.
is
from
all those need to go in the sell pile. You don't need those.
All the shield agents. I have like 20 shield agents, and they would all go like a shield displayer. It'd be like Captain America, Maria Hill, Nick Fury, a bunch of shield agents, and then these guys in the back.
Get rid of them.
Yep.
Okay. Chat, what do you guys think?
Get rid of them. That's not how this is supposed to work, Tyler. We have the veto power over anything.
Chat says get rid of them.
Since you all agree, I'm going to put them in the sell pile.
I don't know. The sell pile looks really close to the side. So Tyler, put them on the other side of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It only get confused. Heaven forbid I get confused. That would be awful. Oh no.
Okay, that definitely looks pretty cool.
This wasn't a Build-A-Figure. This was a Hasbro release that was either $50 or $75.
Wow.
And I got this and this figure. I'll show them to you together. This is an awesome figure.
Oh, you have to keep both of them.
Both of these figures went to Target, okay? Not Target, Ross. Do you know what Ross is?
Yeah, what? Ross?
Ross for $15 on closeout. And I went to like 8 Rosses and found these in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. So check this out. Can you hear it?
I don't think he's farting.
Let me hold it next to the mic.
Taylor, please. This is a family-friendly show.
Thank you. This is very appropriate. So then the Galactus. No.
Ryan says he's going after you. Yeah, but that's not family friendly.
Here you go.
Confronts Galactus. You will witness the end.
It's not even a question. You have to keep those.
Yeah.
This is a really rad figure, right?
Yeah, you have to keep that. I had a Galactus Build-A-Figure.
I have the same Build-A-Figure in here. We're going to get to it.
Tyler, do you have the Galactus fart cloud from Fantastic Four 2?
Again, this is a family-friendly show, but if I turned off the lights and got a lighter and lit it, we could all see it.
My
show you what it is.
My Galactus fell and broke like irreparably. I was so distraught that day.
Tyler,
maybe I can tell you this one, Jess.
have you ever read Marvels, Tyler, by Kurt Busiek and Alex Ross before?
No, I haven't.
Okay, that has like the best Galactus story ever.
Yeah,
it's because you have to read that whole book, Tyler. Just go buy that. You have to get it.
Marvels.
Yes, it's a must. It's one of my top 20 books of all time.
easily.
Maybe top 10. It's probably top 10 actually.
Top 10 for me.
It's top 10.
Please highlight Psycho Seb's comment. I have
spoken.
This is the way.
We've gotten rid of 3 figures. Well, 3 of the same figures.
What about this? I don't even know what this is.
That's from the Scott Snyder run. The second Omni that you'll never get because it'll never be released.
Oh, that's the heavy metal armor.
That's when James Gordon is Batman. And he has an armor.
Is this a keep or a sell?
I think it's cool.
I also think it's cool.
Do you have the other main figure of Jim Gordon as Batman?
Let's find out.
Because there's one where he's in a all black.
Put this in the maybe then. How about we put this in the maybe?
How about put that in the sell to Jess pile?
Or sell the Taylor or Jess pile.
Yeah.
Tyler, while you're at it, put the Phantasm set into the sell to Taylor.
You guys can go first dibs. My daughter just walked in. She's watching.
So I won't talk about earlier.
Try and keep your mouth clean.
I'll try as the Minister of Comics.
Hello,
Hi.
sweetheart.
Say hey to
How are you?
Mr. Taylor. What are you doing? Yeah, you can come up here. You can go play over there if you want while I do this. Go for it. Sure. We'll just turn the volume down.
Okay.
This is another Build-A-Figure, I guess. I don't know if this is a Build-A-Figure or a carded purchase.
Alexa, turn on the Xbox.
That's awesome.
That's fine. Everything's fine. So I don't know if this is a Build-A-Figure or not, but
I already got one that's way cooler.
Yeah, definitely sell that one.
I think this is. I don't even remember.
His eyebrow was out of shape anyway.
Hang on one sec. I'll be right back.
Okay. Alexa, fix Tyler's problem.
Ryan says that's not even a question. Tyler definitely has more toys than his own daughter does.
What game are you trying to play, buddy?
I'm trying to play
That would be fun, Jess, to do a auction on your show.
Of his stuff?
His stuff, yeah.
I'd love to sell books on my show.
You got it?
You kind of done that before, haven't you?
Here you go, Pat.
I
Have fun.
just sold a bunch of epics from Omni Bros. Yeah, not from this show.
Okay.
Okay, sorry about that, fam.
That's all right. I want to see more of her, not you.
Okay, this has got to be a sell. I can already say this is a sell, right?
What is it?
Also, Ryan, the answer is obviously me. This was like
I don't even care to sell that one.
an Iron Man villain of some kind.
That's an obvious sell.
Yeah, that's got to go.
Unless that's Dr. Doom under there, I'm not interested.
Nondescript robot definitely.
Okay,
has
now,
to go.
here's one that I'm absolutely down to. Oh boy, okay. This is one I'm absolutely down to keep. This is a great looking figure. It was a Build-A-Figure, and it just looks awesome. The Hulkbuster.
Oh, I have that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You have to keep it.
Wait,
Yeah,
is that a movie Hulkbuster or a comic Hulkbuster?
I think it's a comic one.
It doesn't look like the movie one.
I think it's the comic one because I have the movie one in here somewhere. This
You ever
is,
see that movie Sideshow statue? It looks amazing.
oh, it's so good.
It's huge.
I don't do statues for obvious reasons, but if I did, it would be one I would definitely get.
And 10 years from now, we'll be doing a statue video like this with Tyler of him pulling
Here's
stuff
the
out of the
movie
bag.
one. Here's the movie Build-A-Figure.
I think I like the other one better.
Me too.
Maybe sell that one.
This one's bigger. So I kind of like the size of this.
We put them side by side.
Like it's way bigger.
What do you think, Jess? You should only keep one of those. Which one do you think you should keep?
Are they both Build-A-Figures?
Yeah, I think this was actually a single release, maybe Marvel Select now that I think about it. And this was a
I got all of the letters.
great job. This is the big one. What do y'all think?
I think the one in your right hand should stay.
You think this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I think either one could be good. I don't think you need to have both of them though.
Where's my Hulkbuster?
The bigger one I'm inclined to keep. Okay, this is a tough question right here. This is a real tough one.
Here he is.
I think I should only keep one of these, okay? Let me see if I can find, I don't know where this helmet is. I have two.
Tyler, is this what you had?
Yeah, that's the one that I just held up.
Is this the one you're keeping or selling?
I think that's the one I'm going to keep because it's so big.
I love this one. Was this a Build-A-Figure or a regular purchase?
It was a Build-A-Figure.
Yeah, I can tell because he's...
Okay, I can't find the helmet for this, but this has the helmet with it, okay? This is two versions of the same figure. So it's two versions of
Hold on.
Juggernaut. This is like a beat up version with a bright red. Or not bright red, but a more red. This is like a more tame version, but it's the exact same figure.
I'm not a huge fan of either.
I kind of like the brown if I was going to keep
If
one.
I had to pick one, I'd pick the one with the helmet.
So I've got the helmet on the other guy. I
Oh.
don't know where it is right now. It's in this box somewhere.
I have that that's a Build-A-Figure, right?
I think this is the Build-A-Figure. Then it
Yeah.
got a standalone release in a 2-pack with Colossus that I bought for Colossus.
Oh, I have that Build-A-Figure, so I say keep that Build-A-Figure.
Okay. I'm going to put the beat up one in the set. Oh, this is a great figure right here. Wow. This is one. So right after Everly was born, so this is 6 years ago. Good night, Ryan.
Good night, Ryan.
At the height of my collecting, I was up really late feeding her in the middle of the night. And I bought some figures multiple nights in a row. The best thing I bought was the Fin Fang Foom Build-A-Figure.
Oh.
It was expensive and absolutely, it's probably my favorite piece in my action figure collection. I'm going to grab it right here. This is the Fin Fang Foom figure. Because it's just massive. It's amazing. It's expensive. It's everything you could ever want in a figure. Look
That is so cool.
This is literally everything you could ever want in a figure. Great detail, cool articulation, really good size. I mean, comparatively, here's this next to the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure. So let's just talk about Build-A-Figure size, right?
Yeah.
This was back in 2009, I believe, this wave out. So I'm never selling this Fin Fang Foom, like literally ever.
No, I don't think you should. I think it should be on display like it is right there.
You taught me into it. Done. But this figure was not a Build-A-Figure, but it was purchased at the same time. Look at this. Spider Hulk.
Oh.
This is a rad figure.
I don't think I've ever even seen that.
I love Hulk figures because of their size, toe articulation,
Yeah.
good individual finger articulation.
Nice.
Let's see.
I'd buy that.
I mean, this is just a good figure, right? Like this actually has, this is nuts. Look, all right, let's see if we can get this in the shot. Double finger articulation. Each finger is individually articulated, but then you can bend them at the knuckle. Like it has knuckle and individual finger articulation. That's insane. I've not seen this quality ever since. Like, that's nuts. So I think I got to keep this one. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of it, but if you both like it, that's good.
What don't you like about it, Taylor?
It just doesn't speak to me. I think it's kind of weird looking.
Yeah.
Because it's not comic accurate really at all. I mean, unless there's a comic I don't know about where a Spidey hulks out or a Hulk wears.
Sure there's
I don't know. I'm just not a huge. If you like it, that's fine.
But
with me.
you like Spider-Man figures in general, just not.
Yeah, I like Spider-Man and the Hulk. I just don't like that combination together.
Yeah. Okay.
If it was a Hulk figure, that'd be really cool.
Okay, so here's another controversial figure set. This might split you guys. I'll be interested to see. Because this is, again, well, his leg fell off here, but it's in here somewhere. This is
definitely a Build-A-Figure.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, if the leg fell. So this is the same Build-A-Figure, but it's technically two different characters. One of them I think I should sell.
What?
It's King Thor and Odin. So one of them is Odin from the comics, and then the variant is, I guess, King Thor, like when he gets older. And
King Thor is definitely cooler.
Which one is King Thor? This one?
I think the King Thor is the one on your right hand.
This one?
Yeah, because he has Yarnbjorn, the axe. That's pretty cool.
What do you guys? What do you think, Jess? Do you think I keep both of them? Do you think I get rid of one of them?
I don't like the one on the left. I like the one on the right. Yeah.
You like this one?
I do not like that one.
Okay, so y'all
So Jess likes the one that I like.
Yeah.
So both of y'all like this one.
Because I like that from Jason Aaron's run.
Okay, so
the other one should go in the sell pile.
Okay, if I can find his leg, so it shall be done. This is the way. Big shout out to Grandmaster, who loves the DBZ shirt. Thank you, man. That's
and
awesome.
Spidey Hulk.
That is awesome. That is so great. And also, Reaper XC mentioned that he was really excited to see us live.
Oh, Reaper XC has been watching all of our shows. I've been getting a lot of comments from Reaper XC from like shows from 2018 on.
That's awesome, Reaper. Thank you for the compliment. Taylor of the team.
See you, Reaper.
Okay, so here's a Build-A-Figure. What do you guys think about this one? I feel like the regular figures are going to be a lot easier because these Build-A-Figures are so hard to come by and so valuable and so bulky that it makes it tough. But like this is...
Who is that?
Last Star? I think it was a Build-A-Figure. It may not have been a Build-A-Figure. It may have been one of the San Diego Comic-Con sets.
That's a big sell for me.
That is very unmemorable.
Yeah, it's sell. Okay, that was easy. Thank you.
If you don't even know who it is, you should probably sell it.
Here's one that it has to stay. There's just no choice on this one.
Oh, yeah.
Build-A-Figure run. Oh, but wait.
His face looks really weird.
Do you have come with... Oh, it's a Build-A-Figure? Wait a minute.
That's a very strange face.
I have the...
I have the Marvel Select, though. I have two Rhinos. I don't know where the Marvel... Maybe I sold the Marvel Select.
Where's my Rhino Build-A-Figure? I have that.
I think he may have come with two faces. I don't know.
I feel like he did.
I think there's another face somewhere.
If it comes with a better face, then good. But I think that face looks weird.
Likewise, this Sandman Build-A-Figure.
First of all, that goes for real money on eBay.
Really?
Yeah, I think it does.
Let me look.
You can look, but I'm pretty sure.
I just like this because you can pin Spider-Man with it, kind of like we did with Hydro.
Right.
Which is really cool.
Yeah, so it looks like you can buy it for. There's one they're selling for $8 to $20, but there's other ones they're selling for $115, $109.
It might have been the single Sandman was the single, like they had a single card release later that didn't have all the accessories. So,
there's one where you can buy the individual parts. That's why it's cheap.
Yeah.
Here's another interesting one.
Hey, Tyler, hold on a second.
Okay.
I'm trying to help you here, buddy.
Thank you.
Wait, keep that BC. Everyone wants that.
What? Keep that because everybody wants it.
Oh, that's the Sandman. I think Sandman's a keeper because I think it's worth real money on eBay.
Yeah, it's a keeper for me. I want to keep all my Spider-Man figures for the most part because that's my favorite figure line, my favorite character.
I hope you can find a better face for Rhino in that box.
There's definitely one in here. I remember
I'm
having
pretty sure he came with 2 heads.
Yeah, there's definitely another face somewhere.
Can you see why I don't like that face on him?
I mean, I think it can look cool depending on the posing situation,
He
but
has I wanted that like a grimace or something or look intimidating. He's like this.
like
The figure in the face you have. Feels like someone like caught him. He's like,
maybe he would be like a good thumbnail for all the Action Figure Fridays. Like,
Yeah, I am going to need a good thumbnail for this show.
so here's 2
Tyler,
figures.
send Jess a big a picture of all your figures that you're gonna not sell. That could be his thumbnail.
Yeah.
Wendigo.
Oh, I need a couple parts of him. Keep him.
Taylor?
I'm missing one part for him.
I'm starting to realize you guys have much different standards for figures than I do, so I might just stay quiet unless I really hit
No,
something.
I like what you can do.
Some of the figures are different than regular figures.
If a character doesn't speak to me, I'm not a big fan of it. I just don't. But if you really like it, then keep it.
Yeah,
So-
Build-A-Figures, you got to go through a lot to get
That's
them
true.
together, and it's a big effort. And
Yeah.
if it's somebody like Molten Man, then I'm not doing it.
I have to
But
remember this is Tyler's collection, not mine. For mine, I'm very particular about what I put in my collection for anything. And for figures, I would have to really like a character to have a figure of it. So that's why I'm being like, I just don't see the purpose. But Tyler has a much bigger collection than I do.
That's
So
true.
yeah, and that Wendigo, you needed to track down everything for it, and it was popular, so it was some of the figures would sell out, and you needed certain parts. I remember Nightcrawler was like hard to find, and he had a part that was essential, and so these Build-A-Figures are different than just regular action figures.
have you guys bought figures that you don't like to get the Build-A-Figure parts?
Oh,
Every wave.
So
Every
what do you do with the figures you don't like then?
you
I'm
toss them in
sending them to you.
the box. I sold a lot of them for pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
But here's another Build-A-Figure, Terrax, who was a Herald of Galactus after Silver Surfer. Kind of on the fence on him.
That's a big sell for me.
I would look to see what he's worth.
Yeah, I'll put him in the sale.
It looks like a cheap knockoff of Darkseid.
I don't. He doesn't speak to me at all in the Taylor's words. He doesn't speak.
It looks like Darkseid's like lame cousin, basically.
Yeah.
This Darkseid knockoff.
Is that a knockoff?
No, it's Thanos.
It's Thanos.
Oh. Is
I
that a Build-A-Figure?
Yeah, this was a Build-A-Figure, and I
yeah.
think it's to keep only because look at the face. That face is really wacky. Like his smile. I wish the camera would free focus. His smile is really good. I feel like I need one Thanos figure in my collection.
Yeah, that's a good one to keep. That was a good Build-A-Figure.
If I come across another Thanos, because I know they released him a few times. That's been the trend with these Marvel figures for a while. Is they started releasing the Build-A-Figures as single-carded recolors for like the last year or so. So, like,
As big as they are, though?
this was a Build-A-Figure.
Oh,
The
yeah.
version is not a Build-A-Figure though.
That one's really cool.
Fruit. This is like this was I think it was in the Guardians of the Galaxy box set.
Oh.
This is
You know what? I don't even have a Groot up there for Guardians of the Galaxy.
well, I have two if you want one.
Okay, yeah, I probably need one of those.
We'll come across the Build-A-Figure version in a second, but I actually like this one better because I like the tree hair
Yeah,
in the back. Like
I definitely would like one of those.
Adam Davey has a great comment.
Go ahead and help her.
Yeah, it looks like it's still going.
Go ahead and help her. We all need to take a breath from your incredible 6-year-old energy that is exhausting me.
Like I'm being waterboarded with toys.
And this one, this Superman, what's gonna happen?
This is literally me on a certain substance when I was 23.
Was that substance joy? Because look at this sick. Look at this figure.
No, I needed artificial help to get as excited as you were.
This is why I cannot get into McFarlane's line. Look at these. These look so good.
You don't have to get rid of those to have McFarlane in your house. I got a bunch of McFarlane figures, and they're happily on their own shelf with all my other things.
Tyler's gonna eat his own words by the next Action Figure Friday.
This is probably my favorite Superman figure to date. It just looks very classic, bulky Superman. It almost looks like Ed McGuinness' Superman.
I like that Doomsday.
Yeah, this Doomsday. I think this is a Build-A-Figure. I got to keep both of these.
Jess does love the endless punch-outs with Doomsday.
Oh my god.
Endless Punch-Out?
No, that's exactly what I hate most in comics.
Jess hates endless punch-outs and sneaking around in video games.
Good memory. You are exactly right. Those are the things that drive me. These are the things that drive me nuts.
Okay.
I'm going to write that song in a second.
Is it talking about
video games?
You have to include Tyler's commitment issues in that song.
Tyler's commitment issues too.
That's actually true.
These are the things that drive me nuts.
Okay, what box are we on now?
We're still in the first Marvel Legends box. But there's
So-
no 2 boxes. We're getting pretty close to being done with the first one. What is this?
What is that?
Is that a DC or Marvel?
It's a DC Build-A-Figure.
Does anybody in the chat know what that is?
I'm going to go ahead and say this is a sell for a Build-A-Figure then. Oh, wait. Bat symbol. It's a bat symbol. You see it? I can't believe you know what this is.
Is that the suit that he wears to fight the infected Superman in Endgame? I think it might be.
Oh.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Jess?
Yeah.
He has to fight all the Justice League who are infected by the Joker. That's the suit he wears.
Oh. That's right.
Justice Buster, Duck Collector.
Justice Buster? I'll call him Justice Buster and put him up for $30 on eBay.
Is he going for $30?
He is now.
Yeah, I was right. That is what it's from.
Can't believe it took you guys so long to know that.
Here's the answer.
Here's a Build-A-Figure that got another release later that Jess has.
Jess got sick of that Build-A-Figure and had a smashing attack.
You threw it in the trash, didn't you?
Is that Dormammu?
Yeah.
Dormammu.
I hated that Build-A-Figure. He was so hard to put together and so hard to keep put together.
He looks so cool, though.
Oh, he looked great, but I had to use the my wife's blow dryer to get the pieces to fit. And then he kept collapsing. Every day I would come in, and it was obvious that he'd been walking around because his legs were falling off and his hands were falling off. I hated him.
Did you throw it away?
I busted him up with a hammer. Then I threw him away.
He did. He raged on it. No lie. He absolutely raged.
Yeah. It was a cool Build-A-Figure, and I was raging at Marvel the whole time.
Omar has a really good question for me.
Omar Reyes?
Yeah. Do I just order everything that comes out, even if I don't know what it is? For a while, I would say, all right, I started collecting action figures in 2012. And that was in what we call the dead period, because Toy Biz sold to Hasbro in 2008-ish. Hasbro put out a few waves of Marvel Legends figures in 2009, and then they shut down production. They released a few 2-packs in Toys R Us, and then just put out nothing until late 2011. So I started collecting in 2012 when there just wasn't very much, and you had to go back and get the Toy Biz stuff, and Hasbro had just started re-releasing new figures. And that was the first time I started buying. I found the first wave in a Toys R Us on my way to Birmingham, Alabama. And I was like, an action figure? Do people buy these? And I said, I wonder if there's a review of this somewhere. And I Googled it, and it took me to a website that was called itsalltrue.net, which was an awesome action figure review site. And that launched me down the dark rabbit hole of action figures. And so I would pre-order every Marvel Legends wave that came out. And much like books at that time, much like Omnibus, there was only a handful of releases because they were slowly ramping up production. So at the time, there was maybe 2-3 waves of figures for the whole year. Much like in Omnibus, there was, 10, 15 for the whole year. Well, now, obviously, there's a million waves. Yeah, there's like a million waves. There's a million books. And I would just pre-order everything because it was a pain. I had FOMO, and it was a pain to go back and get stuff once you missed it. And like Taylor asked about the Build-A-Figures, do we get figures that we don't like? Well, it was by the time you got 6 of the 8 figures in a wave to build the Build-A-Figure, and you go, I need 2 more pieces. You go online to build those 2 pieces. You buy those 2 pieces individually for maybe, say, $15 total. Well, you're $10 to $15 away from just completing it yourself, and you have 2 extra figures, even if you don't like them. So I would just pre-order the whole wave, and that ramped all the way up till about 2017, I would say, when I just totally got out. I said, forget it. I'm just getting too much figures. I don't like them. I don't have any space for them. I don't know what they are, and I got out. And I was out.
And Jess drug you back in,
Yes.
right?
And I was out for about a year and a half until Jess started texting me, look at these cool action figure pictures. Yo, look at this. Look at this. Oh, look what I got.
That is not how I sound.
But that is what you said, and that's what's important.
Well, that's true.
See, I would never get Build-A-Figure just on general principle because it annoys me because they're trying to like just take money out of my wallet. That's why I would just like buy figures that I want and not worry about the Build-A-Figure because that just annoys me.
Yeah, but then you look at this, and it's a different story.
You know what I mean, though? They're just trying to take advantage of our collector mindset.
They are. It's true.
You are way too analytical. Just have fun once in a while. Oh, do you want me to show you that Kryptonite book?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna add it to my order on Tuesday.
What's Tyler showing now?
Black Widow on a motorcycle.
Oh,
cool.
Yeah, you got to keep that.
Keep it.
Yeah,
Is that from like the Mark Wade and Chris Omni book? That's a great book.
That was a good book.
I'm excited to finally see that movie. Hopefully this year.
Me too, man. Me too.
Taylor, it comes in a deluxe version?
Yeah.
Because all I have is the crappy paperback.
Oh, Jess, the deluxe looks really nice. You're gonna have to buy it.
What is that?
It's a Superman book by Darwin Cook and Tim Sale, which is a must-buy for me. I love
Tim
Darwin
Sale,
Cook.
my favorite artist ever.
Yeah, Tim Sale's amazing. It's coming out in
Jess
deluxe.
doesn't like Tim Sale, though.
I'm being very sarcastic. I
I
can't.
love
Tim Sale, I like Tim Sale.
In this book, his art is really good.
His art's always good, but whatever.
No, that is totally not true.
When is that coming out? This week?
No, it's been out. I just didn't know. I didn't know the book existed until today. I found out, so I'd have to buy it.
And I didn't know that it came out in deluxe. I've just had this paperback forever. This is really good art.
I'm definitely gonna get that on my Tuesday order for my ST.
This. I feel like Darwin Cook went over this with his pens after the pencils, because this is way better Tim Sale art than ever.
Yes, think about Superman for All Seasons. That's amazing art from Tim Sale.
This is going to be a small deluxe, though, right?
It's like 6 issues, I think.
That's pretty small.
That's all right.
I have a lot of like thinner DC deluxes that I love, so I'm fine with that.
Okay, so here's a question that people have in the chat.
Which one?
I'll just summarize it. The collector said they should do a Build-A-Figure Batcave over several lines, and despite it being a lot of figures, all right. This is for both of you guys. What if McFarland tomorrow? Because y'all love your McFarland figures. What if McFarland did a front of the Batcave, or like the Bat computer with like a side area of the Batcave,
and a dinosaur and a giant penny?
And let's say you had to buy 4 figures to get the Bat computer with like a little display. And then the next wave had the giant penny, and you could buy 3 figures to get the giant penny with a cool background. And then the next wave had the T-Rex with the suits behind them. Okay, so like each figure came with like 1 suit, and then you also put together the T-Rex. And ultimately you had to get like 15 figures. Would you guys do it to build that display?
No.
Yes.
Taylor absolutely would.
It would just really annoy me.
absolutely
It would just
would.
really annoy me. Like you're just trying to screw me over.
He would
Like,
absolutely.
you're just trying to take money out of my. I don't know why that kind of stuff like always bugs me.
I would
Like,
absolutely.
It's fine. I mean, I totally understand it. I totally get it. It would depend on what the figures are. I'll put it that way. I'm not going to buy a figure I'm not going to like just to get a bat penny.
As soon as you said 15 figures, I knew Taylor was out. I knew immediately that he was out.
Again, it really depends on what the figures would be. I would never buy a figure just that I don't like to get the build a piece. I'm not judging you guys for doing that. This is my own personal thing.
If you had 14 of the 15 though, and you didn't like the figure, there's zero chance you would pass on that figure. Your OCD-ness, you'd be like, I'm missing one suit right here. All of them lined up except for this one.
Whenever it's my OCD-ness versus my cheapness, the cheapness always wins every time. My family always calls me a cheapskate.
Oh.
I think that he just put out a back. Wouldn't he be cool if he just put out a back cave that you could buy?
I would buy that. I would buy that.
Yeah.
So,
If it's put it out, I can buy it, and I feel like they're not trying to rip me off. I would buy that.
Yeah, fully kitted out back cave.
I just don't like the whole build a figure model. Is what I'm saying. I they look cool once you put them together. I just would rather just buy the whole set and be done with it.
So this year they finally put out a Masters of the Universe Snake Mountain set. Like
I don't understand anything you just said.
Castle Grayskull. You know what Castle Grayskull is from He-Man?
Do your best Skeletor voice.
Do your Skeletor voice.
Okay. Hello, He-Man.
Curse you, He-Man!
Curse you, He-Man.
He's always shaking his fist like this.
Yeah. I'll get you, He-Man. You're not my father. You're my nephew.
What was that voice you did on the phone yesterday? I can't remember. It was pretty good. Oh, it was really good.
He does a great joke.
I can't remember what it was.
Hey there, muscly arms. Why don't
That's
you get over here, boy? Get in my basement. I got something to show you. You want a lollipop? Get over here, boy.
Yeah, that was the old man from Family Guy.
So, the Master of the Universe, He-Man, Castle Grayskull, they put it out as a pre-order, kind of like a Kickstarter. I think it was like a Kickstarter. Maybe you could just buy it. It was like $300, but it's this huge, awesome Castle Grayskull set that you could put all your He-Man figures on display. I still got it, but I need to sell it. But this was maybe 4 years ago. If they put out a Batcave like that, it's $300, but it's huge. I mean, like, huge.
It better be huge.
It opens. It's got inside, outside. Would you guys buy it?
Never mind, I'm out. $300? $300 now.
What's your price limit on that?
I don't. Maybe $100.
You're not getting that for that.
No, not happening.
If I bought that for $300, I'd have some explaining to do.
Lo sé, yo gas explaining to do.
That's not
Exactly.
like Skeletor Desi Arnaz.
Really?
Yeah.
What a full circle we just came. That was beautiful. All right, what about this Green Goblin figure? This is the ultimate Green Goblin.
He's great.
Is that from the Ultimate line?
Yeah. I have two of those Green Goblins. One, his arms are all on fire and everything.
Oh, yeah, there is the fire accessory somewhere. All right, keep or sell?
Keep.
Okay, well, here's what I'm thinking. We'll go through the rest of this box, and then we'll leave the other box and the other mystery boxes for next time. So the show doesn't go for 4 hours.
So you mean so by next time you mean whenever you're going to be showing off the McFarland figures that I know you're going to buy very soon.
Right. Next time in 2032. Yeah. Okay.
That's awesome.
So, because we got a few more Build-A-Figures, and then my favorite figure, which is funny because I've only read one comic run of this character. And yet this is the character that I have the most figures of this one individual character.
Squirrel Girl.
No, Jess. Only because they don't make a lot of Squirrel Girl figures. I love Squirrel Girl. Okay, here's a Build-A-Figure that is going to be a unanimous keep. Guaranteed. This Mark Silvestri Sentinel.
Oh, that is boss.
But you already have the other Sentinel.
Oh no, those are two completely different Sentinels.
Yeah, this is from the new X-Men run by Grant Morrison.
No, you got to keep that.
Yeah, this was a Toy Biz, and you can totally tell the difference. Like, let me. between the I love Hasbro, but Toy Biz, their paint applications and some of the details are just night and day different. Like there's actual dry brushing on this figure. Like look at the paint detail and look at the knee joint. You can see the electronics in there. Like this is an insane build a figure. This might be my favorite of me, man.
Is that displayed? Because it should be.
I'm going to display it now because you talked.
It was in a box.
Yeah, I know. Now we're talking him into displaying it.
Yeah, it's even got like the little wraps. This was a great figure and it was a weird story. Do you remember that story, Jess? Like, have you read New X-Men by Morrison, Taylor?
Yeah, it was one of the first Marvel books I ever read.
I've read most of it. I didn't read all of it.
Like the very end, there's like a 3 or 4 issue arc in the future. Story, and that's where the Sentinel comes from. And it was a weird story.
I think isn't that most people's like least favorite part of the run?
Probably.
Yeah.
Least favorite part. But the art was. Mark Silvestri is a master.
I really liked a lot of his run. I just hated that they had Igor Cordley or whatever come in and do a lot of fill-in issues. He just did a poor job.
I agree.
Artists. Like compared to Frank Quietly and some other artists on there, like Chris Bachalo and Ethan Van Sciver.
I love Chris. Is it Bachalo or Bacalo?
It doesn't matter.
Bachalo.
He's great. I hated that run. After going back and reading, I loved it when I read it. When I went back and read all of Claremont's X-Men,
oh,
then I hated the run because of what they did. The reversion that they gave Magneto in that run of character, because his character had so much character growth and refinement over Claremont's run. I don't even know what to it would be like if they were just like, oh, now we're going to go back and make Catwoman just a straight evil villain.
That first arc though,
just like that.
With what's her name? Cassandra.
That was great. Cassandra. Xavier. Cassandra.
Yeah, she's his twin. Yeah.
And
that was a fantastic.
That was a great arc. I mean, literally, the Magneto stuff was the only thing I had a problem with after reading the other stuff.
I always tell people, like, I love House of X and Powers of 10. All you have to know before reading that book is you have to know about the beginning of New X-Men with Genosha.
Yeah.
You have to know about
Moira.
About House of X too.
Okay. This is we're gonna do a few of these. This was a build-a-figure that Jeff.
Thank you, Professor Flex. Oh, this is the best figure ever because of the story that comes with it.
Tell the story, Jess.
Tell
the story, Jess.
Where is here he is. Let me see what head do you have on that?
I've got the Onslaught head, but the Red Skull head is cool looking.
The most beloved era of X-Men.
Oh, jeez.
This is, whoops, I didn't mean to do just me, but I have the Red Skull on there. For the last time when I first got into action figures and I didn't know much about Marvel, Beto Rios and Tyler Chu will remember this, but I can't remember. I had like Professor X's head on this or something. Somebody else's head, completely not even remotely related to that.
No, not common.
So much fun of me, and it was so deserved. Wasn't it? Whose head was that? Oh, there's the. I see the other head that you have.
Yeah,
but it was somebody's head lying around like Captain America or something. It was ridiculous.
The leg of that guy.
They made so much fun of me, and this guy is delicate too. He falls apart all the time.
Here's a few Build-A-Figures that are going to get kept. This is from New Mutants.
Oh yeah, he falls apart all the time too.
He's just cool, bro. He's just really cool looking.
Yeah. He's hard to keep together.
He looks like a Jack Joy from Star Wars.
He's great. He's one of my favorite Build-A-Figures.
I can't think of his name right now. Somebody in the comments will know.
Oh,
and then
it's
he was in a little bit of the X-Force book we read.
Yeah, he's in New Mutants. It's
I haven't read the New Mutants book yet.
It's the frick. Warlock,
thank you. Okay, this is the last of the decision making.
Okay.
Before we get to the last figures, this is Jess's favorite Marvel Legend figure, hands down. If they would release more, he would be all over buying. Wow, the paint got chipped off on this. Actually, you're going to be upset about this.
Uh-oh.
I love this figure so much. You want to take a guess?
It's a Build-A-Figure?
Oh, did Jess hate
If your
that?
daughter wasn't in the room, you'd be hearing words from me.
Thank you, Jess, for your restraint. Thank you.
Why do you hate it so much, Jess? To knock stuff over?
No, because
He has like a million vultures.
there's like 4 vultures out there, just like Captain America and Iron Man. We did not need another vulture. Now that vulture's cool. That's the movie vulture.
Yeah.
That one's cool. He's got bendy, flappy wings. And
How was that the movie vulture?
Sorry?
How was that the movie vulture that he just showed?
It was from like a movie 2-pack.
Wasn't that the movie vulture?
I think it was, wasn't it?
Show it again.
The one from the Homecoming movie looks much different than that.
Maybe it's
Oh,
the comic.
no.
Maybe
Okay.
it's the comic. No, this is the comic. This is the comic vulture.
That's the comic one. I'm
I
talking.
know about the paint scratch though. It's kind of a
I'm
bummer.
going back into other levels.
I have that, Omar. I'll show you right now.
I'm going back into other levels to get my
I was talking about this one.
Oh my gosh, that's huge.
It's cool.
Yeah, he's cool. He's got.
And you were complaining about the Hellbat wingspan.
Oh, I
Look
know.
at that.
This guy has to stand up with all my sideshow
I
stats.
feel like his wingspan. I
Yeah.
feel like that figure's wingspan is bigger than Shaq's wingspan.
Omar, this is what you wanted. This is what you were asking about.
What was that Angel?
The Archangel.
Ooh.
Archangel.
Man.
Is that from the Uncanny
I
X-Force?
actually have 2 of this figure. One of them has to go.
That's not from the Uncanny X-Force book, though. I think
This is from
that's
the
like the-
original.
like the Apocalypse
Where?
run.
Yeah, this is from the 90s.
Okay.
But I have 2 of this figure, so one of them's got to go.
Okay, I'll take it.
That'll be another episode.
I'll take it.
I like your vulture better, Jess. I think that's really cool.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
go-
why that's why they don't need to come out with these other vultures. There's so many vultures out there, and it's really annoying when there's like 5 out of the 6 things. It's a Build-A-Figure you want, and 5 out of the 6 figures are awesome, and then the 6th one's Vulture, old man Vulture, who hasn't been relevant since 1964. And what am I supposed to do with him? I've got like 3.
Put them with Gwen Stacy. They're both irrelevant.
I think the movie probably brought up some more interest in them. I bet a lot of those came out around the time of the movie.
I totally heard that. Don't think you got away with that.
What did he say?
Back.
What did he say?
I take it back. I'm sorry. I take it back.
Oh yeah, I totally missed it. You had to tell me what he said.
I said that he said he hadn't been relevant from 1964, and I said put him next to Gwen Stacy, who also hasn't been relevant since 1964.
Ooh.
Is your daughter still in the room?
She's still here.
Oh,
The only thing keeping me safe.
Just text him later.
oh my gosh. I'm going to text you what I think of you right now.
All right. Here are 2 of the same characters.
Can you like do this?
Yeah, in just a sec, I will. Here's 2 of the same characters. I'm getting someone. I'm going to have to go in just a sec. Which one to keep? Which one to sell?
The one with the long tongue, I think.
And a long tail.
Which one to keep?
That's a Build-A-Figure, right?
That other one looks like the weird turtles from the Super Mario Brothers movie.
That's true, actually. Wow, can't unsee that. Okay, this one, you think?
Yeah, definitely. That one's a cool one.
Got an articulated tail, which is cool.
Yeah.
All right, keep sell. Easy. Okay, now we're to the last character that I have the most figures of. These aren't all the figures of this character because there's going to be some in the other bin we're going to get to in the next video. But here's a few. Oh, this right here. This isn't the character. This is the first action figure I ever bought.
Oh, that's cool.
This is the Thor that started all in the Toys R Us in Birmingham.
You definitely have to keep it then.
Or Meridian. Definitely keeping this
Oh,
one.
yeah. It's your first.
I just love his chain armor. He's like bulky. He's a
Hi,
really cool figure.
Ivy.
He's a great figure. His cape, so cool. Okay, this is it right here. Does anyone have any guesses as to what the character is going to be in the chat? Do you have any guesses as what character I have the most figures of? And I've only read one comic book run on this.
Marvel or DC?
It's a Marvel character.
You've read one run of it, but you have the most figures of it.
That's true. That's correct.
Okay, I will say only one run of it. So it can't be Spider-Man because you've read a lot of Spider-Man.
Hawkeye.
No, they haven't made that many Hawkeyes.
I don't know them.
They've made a lot of Deadpools. They've made a lot of Spider-Man. They made a lot of Iron Man. Okay, you've only read one arc of it.
Michael,
read one arc of Daredevil?
Michael Edmonds says Alf, which is a great guess. It's not Alf. That's a great guess.
Moon Knight's a good guess.
So is your guess Daredevil?
I'll guess Daredevil.
Nobody got it. I'll give you another hint. It's big.
Big?
Hulk.
The Incredible Hulk. My favorite action figures are by the Incredible Hulk.
That's cool from Thor Ragnarok.
This is great.
Is that a Planet Hulk one?
This is a Thor Ragnarok, the movie.
Oh, Ragnarok.
It's a Build-A-Figure.
Jess, how many figures are you going to go buy after this show? Tyler's box.
Well, I'm buying the Batman figure from him, and then I'm buying a couple other figures from him.
That's the Batman figure.
Which Batman figure are you talking about?
The Jim Gordon one suit.
Okay.
The one you want.
All right, so this is a keep, right?
Oh, yeah.
This is a keep.
Yeah, you got to keep that one.
Okay, this is the original. I've got the other version, I think, somewhere, but this is the original Red Hulk.
Okay, wait. That's awful.
This may be a sell if I got the new Red Hulk. So here's what's funny. This Red Hulk is actually a knockoff that I got for $10.
Looks like he has like gray hair.
It's not the actual,
Yeah, that's like me being Hulk.
it's not the actual release, but it looked really similar. So is this a sell, you think?
Jess, go paint yourself red and show us what you look like as the Red Hulk.
Then the muscles fit, right?
Yeah.
Also, there's too much, it's too loose in the waist.
Well, you have the Target Red Hulk,
Oh,
right?
God, that's weird.
Yeah, I think I have the Target Red Hulk somewhere. I have to look for it. If I have the Target Red Hulk, this has got to go.
I would say Hulk.
Target Red Hulk
Oh,
has articulation in his. Does he have articulation? No, I don't think so.
I would say sell for sure.
Okay.
No, this is how good this is. It's not. It doesn't have finger articulation or anything, but it looks much better.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that looks way better.
His hair isn't gray first and foremost.
Way better. Here's
Now-
a Hulk. Okay, so they did. Remember, I told you like Toy Biz got bought out by Hasbro, and Hasbro went through a period where they didn't release anything but 2-packs. This is a 2-pack Hulk action figure that only came out then, but is really, and it was extremely valuable because it was viewed as the best Hulk action figure to date. Probably not anymore. As of 4 years ago, it was the best Hulk action figure to date. But it has the individual finger articulation.
Ooh.
And it's got, oh no, I'm sorry, it's just hand articulation, not individual finger, but it's got hand articulation, but the face actually looks a lot like Lou Ferrigno's Hulk.
It does.
So it was viewed, but it's got good paint apps on the purple pants. It was viewed, like I said, as the best Hulk action figure for a long time. Again, it's probably not anymore, but
I think the Thor Ragnarok one you have is the best one.
toe articulation. It's just a classic Hulk, right? Let me grab the other classic Hulk, and you guys can tell me if I should keep both or if I should sell one. The other one is the newer one that they came out with in the Wolverine versus Hulk 2-pack, which I know
Oh yeah, that's a great 2-pack.
it is.
I have that one.
I'm not as big of a fan of Wolverine in that because I haven't watched Wolverines.
That's the reproduction of Hulk 181, right?
Right. This is the classic Hulk from that one.
I love that one.
So let's hold them side by side.
Just about to the end.
You almost did it. This
What
is
game is she playing?
she's playing a game called Ukulele, which is actually really hard. She's really good at it. Which one or both?
Well, I like the one in your left hand because I've got him posed with Wolverine going at him like off of Hulk 181. I don't care for the one in your right hand.
You don't care for this one.
Correct.
Good job, Ev. You're the best. Okay.
They both look pretty similar to me, so I can go either way.
So people are saying keep the brighter one.
Which one's the brighter one?
The one that you like, Jess.
Yeah, this one. This one was the one.
Yeah, and you should pose them on your diorama like I have with Wolverine coming at him from one of those stands we made.
Once I get all these situated, and I'll put them all on the shelf, and I'll put them together with the Wolverine. If we keep that Wolverine. Okay, here's a figure that I think can be gotten rid of. They did a Hulk wave, a whole Hulk wave, and that was where Fin Fang Foom came from. So I bought a Hulk wave of figures. And they were all Hulk or Hulk related figures. This gray Hulk, it's just weird looking.
Ew. That might be my least favorite figure you've shown so far.
I wouldn't even want that in my house.
Gone.
That's super ugly.
Easy.
He's a bowl cut.
He has those eyebrows. It looks like Mr. Spock.
Here's another classic looking Hulk figure that looked like the Red Hulk. Like it was the same body mold as the Red Hulk.
Definitely sell.
Well, that is a Mr. T haircut on him.
Definitely sell that one.
What do you think, Jess?
Get rid of it.
Sell. Michael Edmond said keep it. I'm not sure what he was referring to, but everyone's saying sell that version of the Hulk. Okay. Here's another. This is a cool Hulk right here. I lean towards keep just because of the nature of the character he's not really rare, but I also have a good story with this one, and a good story. You know how like when you get a book that you have a good story with, it makes you want to keep the book because you have a good story with it.
Yeah, tell a good story so we can stay on the air. Otherwise, I'm cutting this off.
Okay. So when I was in Canada, we were on a mission trip in Canada, and it was the last day, and we were coming back through Victoria. And I Googled on my phone where there was if there was a comic book shop in the town. And there was a comic book shop about 3/4 of a mile away. And we all stopped to eat at a really famous fish place in Victoria, BC. And I hate fish anyway. So I was like, hey guys, I'll be right back. And I sprinted almost a full mile to this comic book shop by myself because we had to be on a boat at a certain time. And I sprinted to this comic book shop. I got there and I was like, I'm getting something because I'm in Canada. And so I ended up finding this figure and a few others, but this was the main one that I found that I was really excited for. And so I'm inclined to keep him just because of the story, and I made it back just in time. Like everybody was on the boat when I ran back and made it back, but I got on.
They were waiting.
They were like they weren't mad at me, but like they could have been. This is World War Hulk or Planet Hulk.
Oh yeah,
he's got the gladiator armor. He's got the metal arm.
I have a version of that, but it's much different than that. My Planet Hulk.
This is just a cool figure, I feel like.
It's very cool because I loved Planet Hulk.
And I've got a Silver Surfer that they came out with that also goes really well with this figure.
I kind of want to get that. I want to get that Cosmic Ghost Rider on the bike.
Oh yeah, that was a great figure, dude. I kind of. It has this cool shield too.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's from the comic.
Okay, this is the last Hulk figure in this box. I've got a lot more Hulk figures, I believe, in the other box.
Unless I guys ran a marathon.
Yeah, this is exhausting, right? But it's very helpful for me. I appreciate you guys. This Hulk figure. I don't know what this is from. It's
Oh my gosh, look at that face.
It looks so weird. This was I think a Hasbro Marvel Legends that came out a few years ago. I don't know what it's supposed to be.
It's the Eddie Munster Widow Peak.
It looks like J. Jonah Jameson with a mustache on him.
That's one of the worst figures you've shown us.
So everyone says keep, right? Chat, what do you think? Keep?
That's Soprano. Sell.
All right, sell. All right, it's gone.
Yeah, it was haunted.
We've got about 20 figures here to sell, which is good because they're big figures that would take up a lot of space in my collection.
And we have 100 that you're keeping.
Well, that's good that he weeded out 20.
I mean, that was a lot more than I thought we were going to weed out from that box, honestly, because I felt like that box was the box that I was going to want to primarily keep. So the other box we'll have to do it much quicker. I'll try to go quicker next time and just like hold, and we'll just go.
Well, you'll definitely need more time on the next show to show off the McFarland figures you're definitely going to buy. So we'll definitely go quick through that box.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! The other box has a lot of individual like small figures, and probably a lot. Like there'll be probably 30 Captain Americas. I sold a lot of them, but I'm sure there will be more. So
that's who they stick besides Vulture in all these waves that you want to get, either Captain America or Iron
Man. At least with Iron Man, though, you can at least like headcanon it to be like, these are all just different suits because they're all a little bit different. With Captain America, like there's no way you can fit 18 Captain Americas in your collection display.
Well, that's how I'm able to justify all the Batman that I have, because they're all from different continuities and universes.
Yeah.
So I can justify it by saying they're all different Batmen.
I mean, I'm strongly of the sense of every character except for clearly Hulk and Spider-Man that you only need one of each character in your collection. Like you really only need one, unless you have like a really unique display of, hey, these are like first appearance Avengers, or hey, this is first appearance, X-Men. Other than that, like unless you're going to do something cool like that, you really just need one Cyclops, one Jean Grey.
I don't know. Tyler's making fun of my collection now.
That's it.
All the Batman that I have.
I'm saying, no, you're doing good. Like, you only need one, but no, like one version of each multiverse.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense. Like, but you don't need like 3 main DC universe Batman that all look very similar. Like that's just a waste. You just need one to roll with it.
I agree with that, except
for Spider-Man. Jess has a ton of Spider-Man.
Oh, I have
Spider-Man 2099 is your obsession right now.
But Spider-Verse makes sense, right? We can make it all make sense. Spider-Verse, it can all work.
So many different costumes. He's the only major character in the big two that has had so many different costumes. You can't say that about Superman, that's for sure. I mean, Spidey's coming out with another new costume next month or this month. We're in January. He's coming out with some costume.
Yeah, that costume looks really weird to me.
A new costume in the comics?
Yeah.
I've not seen this.
It's like blue, white, and yellow or something,
What?
I think.
Is this
Right, Jess?
Is this a Jeff Loeb book? A Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale? Blue, white, yellow Spider-Man?
No, it's by Nick Spencer, and it's actually Patrick Gleason on art.
Really?
Yeah. He moved over. He moved over to Marvel a while ago.
Liked what the artist was on there before. I didn't really.
Ryan Otley.
Yeah, Otley. I enjoyed his art. I only read the first arc.
I think the current Spider-Man run is decent. I mean, I haven't read all of it. I've enjoyed it. I hope it comes out. I haven't read all of it. I want them to finally announce oversized deluxes. I'm surprised they haven't yet.
I'm gonna go back and read it. I didn't know you read it. I'll go back and read it so we can chat about it. That'll be fun.
You know why they haven't? Because I don't own any of them in trade.
Jerk.
Wow.
So selfish.
I got to go back to a comment that was made just a second ago by Omar Reyes, who said, when I was talking about you only need one of each figure, he said, says the man who has 30 Foot Clan soldiers. Not only is that accurate, in the new, literally last night at like 1 a.m., I was on BBTS. And,
that's bad already.
Bad start. And there's a new wave coming out of Spider-Verse figures that I was on the fence on. And the last time I was like, I love Spider-Verse is one of my top 5 favorite movies. They got to get these figures. They just have to do it. So I pre-ordered the wave. And there's one figure in there for the Stiltman Build-A-Figure, which is the Hand Ninja. And you guys know that I have so many ninjas. And I was like, do I need 5 more?
No.
Yeah, I need 5 more.
So now you have 35 ninjas.
Of just the new hand ninjas.
Wait, how many foot ninjas do you have?
Foot ninjas, I have, I think 5 or 6.
So you have 41 ninjas in your collection.
But of the hand ninjas, when they come in, I'll pull them out and show you. I'll actually pull all of them out and set them all up on display, and we'll count how many. I don't even know how many total ninjas.
This sounds like a moment from a Hoarders TV show. Like, going for your 30 ninjas in the garage.
What about what about the Kickstarter ninjas?
Yeah, I'm counting those.
You definitely have like 20 of those Kickstarter ninjas.
Yeah, so I have a lot of those Kickstarter ninjas, and then I have a lot of the original Hasbro release ninjas, hand ninjas. And now I've got at least 5 of the new ninja coming.
No, wait, you ordered. This is Jenny calling.
No. Oh no!
Tell Tyler to get off.
Yeah.
I was afraid right there. This is a heart stop beating for a sec.
Jess is the one who has the bad picture now.
I do.
Yeah, it was like fading out for a sec.
I just wanted to call attention to it. She would make fun of me.
Always. I suggested you get a
The best words to use in a fight in a marriage: never and always. Right?
Yeah, that's true. I never always do this.
I don't make fun of you. I just suggested you get a better picture. I didn't
Yeah,
say
it was hard to see you, Taylor. It was
"Fuck there, minister."
Okay, guys. Well, it's been a lot of fun. We still have a part 2 to go at some point later in the comments. If you guys want to see it, leave this video a like. If you don't want to see it, leave it a dislike. As many dislikes as you can. Leave it in the comments about how much you hated it. Go to other of Jess's videos and dislike them all. If you didn't like this video, I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
And stay tuned for our Star Wars episode this upcoming Friday.
Dude, totally. Yeah.
Jazz, that hopefully Tyler will be here for.
What day
I
is
want
it?
everyone in the chat to text Tyler every day leading up to Friday
Don't put that on me, Jess. Don't put that on me.
to remind him we're having a Star Wars episode this Friday. Because we're totally gonna forget.
I'm gonna put notifications on this YouTube video. So if people comment on this YouTube video, it will ping my phone and remind me. There you go. Done and done. And so part 2 will be going through the non-Build-A-Figure Marvel Legends,
Which is what I thought we were going to be doing.
and then the other box, and then the other mystery box to see what's in there, like this mystery box was.
Okay, so thank you for tuning in. This is the part where we're going to sign off and then gossip about everybody in the chat. That's going to be part of our private super chat, super friends chat. So we'll be talking to you guys. So thank you to the Minister of Comics and T-Bone for joining me on this spectacular episode of What's in Tyler's Attic. What Tyler's Attic. And it was great. He has more boxes, more fun, more stuff. And it's going to be epic when we get him back on in June or July, whenever the next IRS season. Is it going to be you think it's going to be pushed back April 15th?
Don't put that curse out there by even bringing it up. We're going to pretend like that never was brought up.
All right. Thank you for tuning in. Please give us a like. Please feel free to leave a comment and subscribe. And thank you for tuning in. It was a great number of people at the last minute, so we really appreciate it. And peace and love. Peace and love. At 7 p.m. tonight, I am going to be with Omnicat talking about the 10 feel-good books you need in your life. So, peace and love, peace and love. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you.